So you're here because you want to get smart, fast, you want to, cut through all the noise and really understand what matters.
Hmm.
Today, we're tackling something pretty popular. This idea of using affirmations, basically, to manifest financial success.
Right, that whole concept. We've looked at some really interesting material that lays out a specific 30-day plan.
Yeah, a plan to potentially bring, get this, $10,000 into your life. And that's exactly what we're going to explore
We're
today.
going to dive deep.
What are the actual steps involved? And, is there more to it than just kind of wishful thinking?
Well, the sources we looked at detail a three-part strategy, mostly. Plus, there's a kind of bonus element thrown in.
Okay.
We'll be looking at setting a really, really specific money intention first, then incorporating daily affirmations,
Right.
and third, taking what they actually call inspired action.
Inspired action. Okay.
And all of that is sort of amplified, supposedly, by practicing gratitude.
Gratitude. Interesting. Okay, so let's kick things off with that first crucial step then. Setting your $10,000 intention.
Right. So the first move, it's all about getting crystal clear, absolutely clear on what you want.
Okay.
The plan says, write down your intention. Specifically, manifest $10,000 within the next 30 days.
And they mentioned specifying why you want it too, didn't they? That seems important.
Absolutely key.
Yeah.
Is it for savings, a trip, paying off debt, whatever it is?
Got it.
That specificity is crucial. The material even gives an example, like someone aiming for $7,000 by March, specifically for debt relief.
Hmm.
It really seems the more precise you are, the more focused your energy and efforts become.
But it's not just about the number and the date, right? There
No.
was something about feelings.
Exactly. You've got it. The source really emphasizes connecting with the feeling of already having achieved that goal.
Ah,
What does having that 10 grand actually feel like inside? Freedom, security, maybe just pure joy.
right, right. Immersing yourself in it.
Yeah, and they recommend taking like just a couple of minutes each morning. Read your intention aloud
Okay.
and really feel those positive emotions.
Right.
Let them sink in,
So it's kind of like visualization, but very targeted.
pretty much. You're priming your brain, in a way,
Yeah.
helping it recognize opportunities that align with that goal you've set. It's like creating a mental map.
Interesting. And they threw in some slightly unusual tips too. Something about pens and crystals.
Yeah. The pro tips, like using a gold pen to write your intention,
A gold pen.
or placing a citrine crystal nearby for, and I quote, wealth vibes.
Okay, wealth vibes. Let's unpack that for a second. Gold pens, crystals. Do they actually attract money? Is that the idea?
Well, look, there's obviously no hard scientific proof that gold ink or a specific rock will magically make money appear.
Right. I didn't think so.
But the act of doing these little rituals, it can have a psychological effect.
How-
It can make the intention feel more real, more tangible. It boosts your focus, reinforces your commitment, maybe makes the whole process feel a bit more special or serious.
Okay, so it's more about focusing your own mind, not necessarily bending the universe with a pen.
Exactly. It's about creating an intentional state. The core idea remains. A clear, emotionally charged intention acts as a powerful guide for your thoughts and, importantly, your actions.
That makes more sense. Okay,
Yeah.
so intention is step one. Crystal clear, feel the feelings. Got it. What's step two?
Step 2 is the affirmations, the daily $10,000 affirmations. This seems to be the real core of shifting your mindset about money.
Right, the mental heavy lifting.
Precisely. And the source gives us 3 very specific ones to work with.
Okay, what are they?
First, I'm a magnet for $10,000 in 2025.
Okay, magnet.
Second, money flows to me easily and quickly.
Easily and quickly. I like the sound of that.
And third, I am open to abundant opportunities.
Open to opportunities. Okay, magnet, easy flow, open.
Yep. And the instruction is super clear. Say each one out loud 5 times.
5 times each.
5 times each, every morning and every night. They really stress the consistency aspect.
Morning and night. Wow, okay. That's dedication.
It is. Repetition is fundamental to how affirmations are thought to work, right? You're basically trying to overwrite old limiting beliefs about money.
Like retraining your brain.
Kind of. By stating these positive beliefs over and over, especially out loud and with conviction, you're making them feel more real, like it's already happened.
And the person who created this method, they said doing this made them feel like a millionaire just by saying the words.
Apparently so. In their bedroom, just repeating the affirmations. It's about embodying that feeling of abundance, even before it physically manifests.
Okay. And there were tips to make it stronger. Like mirrors?
Yeah, suggestions like standing in front of a mirror while you say them,
Uh,
holding your journal.
why the mirror?
Looking at yourself can apparently increase self-awareness and kind of drive the message home more powerfully. Holding the journal connects you back to that written intention.
Makes sense. But what if you're saying these things and, a little voice inside is saying, yeah, right. Doubts must creep in.
Oh, definitely. And the source acknowledges that. It actually recommends a specific counter-affirmation for when doubt hits.
Oh, what is it?
Simple. I release all money blocks. Just to sort of acknowledge and dismiss those negative thoughts when they pop up.
That's actually quite practical, addressing the skepticism head on.
Mm-hmm. And the creator, they shared their own timeline from a previous challenge, which is, well, pretty
What
remarkable.
they say happen.
They mentioned feeling totally unstoppable around day 10, and then by day 20, actually receiving $7,000.
Wow, day 20. That's
Like
fast.
a very compelling anecdote. Of course, you have to remember individual results vary wildly. Many factors are involved.
Sure, sure. Correlation isn't causation necessarily.
Exactly. But the main takeaway they push is that consistency over the full 30 days is non-negotiable. You need to give the affirmations time to work their potential magic on your mindset.
Right. Okay, so intention, affirmations. What's step 3? You mentioned action.
Yes. Step 3, taking inspired action daily. This is where the rubber meets the road, so to speak.
Because just thinking nice thoughts won't make cash appear.
Precisely. The source is very clear on this. Affirmations work with effort, not instead of it.
So inspired action, what does that actually mean? Is it just doing stuff?
It's a little more nuanced. The inspired part suggests actions that feel intuitively right, or like a nudge,
Yeah.
that connect back to your $10K goal.
Ah, okay. So not just busy work, but things that feel aligned.
Yeah, and they give concrete examples, which is helpful. Things like applying for gigs on Upwork, maybe posting about your skills on X or LinkedIn, pitching a potential client.
Practical steps.
Very practical. And again, there's a personal story shared. The creator emailed a contact about potential freelance work.
And that led to the money.
That apparently led directly to the $7,000 they manifested in that earlier challenge. So it's about acting on those opportunities or ideas when they pop up,
Even small things.
especially small things sometimes. The source also talks about acting abundance.
Acting abundant, like pretending you're rich.
Not quite like pretending, more like
Hmm?
making choices that align with an abundant mindset. Wise budgeting, for example.
Yep.
Saving even tiny amounts, they mentioned just $5.
Okay, that's manageable.
Or investing time in learning new skills that could actually earn you money. It's about proactive, positive financial behaviors.
So it's mindset and behavior working together.
Yes. And trusting your intuition is highlighted. If you get a gut feeling to call someone or follow up on something, do it. Don't overthink it.
And track these actions, right, in the journal.
Yep, keeping a record of your inspired actions is recommended. It keeps you motivated, shows you you're actually doing things.
Which makes sense. It proves you're serious.
Exactly. The logic is these actions signal to yourself and maybe to the universe, depending on your beliefs, that you're ready and willing to receive.
Okay, intention, affirmations, inspired action. That covers the main 3 steps. But you mentioned a bonus.
Yes, a bonus element, gratitude, to amplify everything else.
Gratitude. How does that fit in?
It's presented as a powerful way to shift your focus from lack, what you don't have yet, to abundance, what you do have.
Okay, keeping the vibe positive.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Maintaining a positive emotional state is seen as key to attracting more good stuff, including money.
So what's the actual practice they suggest?
It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
Each night, write down 3 specific things you're genuinely grateful for from that day.
Okay, standard gratitude practice.
But then add 1 future gratitude related specifically to the goal. So something like, I'm so grateful for my $10,000 by the date you set.
Ah, framing it as if it's already happened, like the affirmation.
Exactly. Reinforcing that belief and feeling. And they suggest putting these little gratitude notes into a gratitude jar.
A physical jar.
Yeah, a tangible reminder, a visual collection of all the good things and the goal you're working towards.
I can see how that would feel good.
And the creator mentioned that this practice made even small wins along the way feel really significant. It kept their overall outlook positive.
Which psychologically makes a lot of sense. Focusing on the positive tends to breed more positivity and maybe makes you more resilient.
Absolutely. Gratitude is linked to increased happiness, optimism, seeing solutions instead of just problems. If you feel good, you're arguably more likely to spot and act on opportunities.
Okay, so bringing it all together then, this whole 30-day challenge to potentially manifest $10,000, it really boils down to four things.
Let's recap.
One, set a super clear, specific intention and connect with the feeling of it.
Right. Step 1.
Two, repeat those specific daily affirmations, morning and night, with conviction.
Step 2, the mindset work.
Three, take one small, inspired action every single day towards the goal.
Step 3, the effort piece.
And four, amplify it all with that daily practice of gratitude, including future gratitude.
Exactly. Intention, affirmation, action, gratitude. It's quite a comprehensive approach, really. Tackles mindset, behavior, emotion, all aimed at one target.
So for you listening right now, as you've heard us unpack this, maybe think about how these ideas could resonate with your own goals. Maybe they're financial, maybe something else entirely. Even if the whole manifesting concept feels, I don't know, a bit out there for you, can you see the potential power in just having clear intentions?
Yeah, or in positive self-talk. Consistent daily action.
Yeah.
Focusing on gratitude. These seem like pretty solid principles regardless of the framework.
Definitely things to consider.
Which actually leads to an interesting final thought for you to maybe mull over. Regardless of whether you fully buy into manifestation or not,
Yeah.
what's just one small, inspired action, something that feels right, that you could take today towards a goal that actually matters to you?
Just one small step.
Just one. You might actually be surprised at the momentum that single step could create.